Let's play Xanadu next. This is an action RPG by Falcom, the same creators of the Trails series and the East series. Xanadu is one of their action RPG series. I believe the original Xanadu was actually one of the first action RPGs. I don't think Xanadu or Xanadu is technically an actual Xanadu game because I think it was someone besides Falcom who made it. But, action RPG. I've heard that this one bears, a resemblance to a more primitive... It bears resemblance to a From Software RPG, which I'm really excited to try. So let's just hop into a new game. Oops. It's from 2008, so the controller support is a little finicky. Alright, let's just go... there we go. I'm gonna try to play this with the controller at least. I speak of a time when I traveled with an irritating individual, an awkward man devoid of all social graces. But though these feelings are the first that ever came to me, my mind always returns to the words he spoke in his later years. There is no path to follow that would serve me better. Thus, I walk that path, and I do not waver. As I reminisce here, I find it all rather embarrassing. For I had judged the man unfairly, never truly understanding him. Excerpt from The Last Night, Chapter 2, The Black Bride, by Charlotte L. Wells. Yeah, I picked this up in the Steam sale, along with Regalia, which I should also be doing soonish. But, yeah, I'm always down for a Falcom game, as long as it's not East 2. 'Tis quite the broom. I've never seen such a deep fog. I heard the lake was large, but seeing it is truly believing. The distance from Ulston to Harlech is quite staggering. I don't know how connected the Xanadu games are. This and Xanadu are the only... I guess Tokyo Xanadu is also... Boatman, how much farther to the island? Well, I reckon we're about at the halfway point, give or take. Still so far to go. Lake Orwell was not aptly named. It's more an ocean than a lake. The name don't do it justice. I'll say, though, I'm a mite surprised. Figuring across such a pretty young thing, and here you're gonna be studying at the Royal Academy to boot. You flatter me, sir. Harlech Island ain't all that big, but you can't take 2 steps without tripping over an ancient ruin. You say you're studying archaeology? Well, miss, you came to the right place. So, that fella your bodyguard or something? From his getup, I'd say he's one of them knights. Rare breed these days. He's of the North Sea Chevaliers, and came from the same orphanage. North Sea, you say? Quite the pedigree. I hear a man's tested sword to claw against a lion before he can rightly call himself one of those. He is a top-class swordsman, to be sure. Although, the war did dampen his spirits a bit. The War of the Knights, eh? Yeah, don't blame him. Fighting hard for king and country, and then all at once, every one of them gets the boot. No honor, no nothing. Just told to disband or they'd get hunted down, like they're criminals or something. Lost their livelihood, too. Minister got it all. Forced most of them to start working as mercenaries. Your fella there is lucky to have you. Still don't know what in blazes Prime Minister Zordius was thinking. This fog. Zooming up on us, is it? Best keep a sharp eye. There may be something for you to see out there. Truly? You think we'll be able to see it? Ah, so you've heard about it, have you? Of course. 'Tis the main reason I've come. Should have guessed as much. You're a fascinating lass, after all. Ah, there it is, out yonder. We got a name for it around these parts. We call it Strange Rock. Lake Orwell's famous Castle Strange Rock. Oh, we've got an FMV. I think. Strange place to do a title card. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that because opening cutscenes in JRPGs tend to contain spoilers. I know the idea is to hype you up and all that, but you've got great timing coming here when you did. Castle only shows itself when there's mist hanging over the lake. Orwell's Castle Strange Rock. Everybody around these parts knows about it. Good for tourism, I warrant. Interesting. Pity it vanished as quickly as it did, though. I would have liked to get a better look at it. Sorry, miss. You'd have no look there. Darn thing always runs away when you get too close, all shy like. Some say it's just a mirage, and there's an old trickster witch making it appear and disappear. Either way, if you're here long enough, you'll get to see it again. Lots of times too, I bet. Glad to hear it. And no talk of Strange Rocks completes without bringing up the legend of the sword, Tulong Jian. Tulong Jian? If I'm not mistaken, that would translate from the old tongue as Dragon Slayer. Aye, what a glorious name for a sword. I think Xanadu spawned from the Dragon Slayer brand. Although, I mean, so did the original, and I mean like the Genesis Legend of Heroes. Surprised a scholarly lass like you don't already know about it. Legends say that the Dragon Slayer sleeps within the darkest depths of Strange Rock. All just scuttlebutt, though. Nobody even knows if the castle's real, much less the fancy-sounding sword. Still, an ancient castle that only appears in the mist, and a holy sword that rests within. It's like a fairy tale. Just hearing about it makes my heart beat faster. You got spirit, miss. If you want to know more, talk to the locals. They got me beat on all the details. I certainly will. Thank you so much for all you've done, kind sir. May your return be swift. My pleasure. Good luck out there. Be sure and take care now. Well, hero, we made it. I suppose the first thing to do would be to secure our lodgings, no? Alright then, off we go. The first step of our adventure to unravel the mystery around that old peculiar castle begins now. Come, we've got no time to waste. "3 years had passed since the War of the Knights. And with that struggle, the man whom I loved as my brother back at the orphanage had suddenly lost his honor and his way. He was adrift. I could not bear to see my brother in such a state, and so I had invited him to join me on this expedition. Looking back, it truly was the first step on an adventure. Neither of us had any inkling of the tribulations to come. So here we are. It's not a bad room at all, really. Rather cozy, in fact. Should make an excellent base of operations. Which brings us to our mission here. We're to be the first explorers to uncover the mysteries of Castle Strange Rock. Exciting, no? However, despite its fame, there's very little information about it. All we truly know, in fact, is that it appears on the lake when the mist rolls in. That's why I think our best course of action is to explore the ruins scattered across this island. Between the ruin and any local legends we may happen upon, I'm sure we'll find some clue to aid our search. I suppose the best place to start is with the townsfolk. Let's ask around and see what we can learn, shall we? If we split up, we'll cover more ground. Good luck, hero. Alright, so... D-pad to cycle through items and skills. Left stick to move. Click the right stick to open the system menu. Just like in the East games. Click the left stick to change the zoom on the map. Triangle to open the menu. Wow, this is like a... This is a Diablo friggin' menu. Let's see. Sometimes called a hand blade due to its unusual width, this extra thick dagger is made to be concealed for quick drawing in self-defense. And a buckler. A small shield that attaches to the arm, featherweight and extremely easy to handle, but not very durable. And we have attack, magic, defense, resistance, accuracy and evasion, strength, intelligence, reflex, dexterity, constitution and mind, wisdom, SP, HP, experience points. Oh, cool. That's actually really cool. Your title changes based on your level. And we have the thrust skill. Knocks enemies down. Like Garland. Alright. Bumpers to change the direction. X is going to be for attack once we get into... Oh. Ah, and if your bags get a bit overloaded, feel free to leave some stuff here. I'll make sure to keep a close eye on things. Talk. Oh. Alright, let's go ahead and... Is it log history? Setting? Actually, I'm not sure how we save. Huh. If I click this, that's the zoom button. Okay. Did not expect this to be so isometric. Are you departing, Sir Knight? Things could be quite dangerous outside the gates, so be sure to take care now. Who the hell are you? I'm eating here. Don't bother me. Is this about the incident? You here to blame me like everyone else? I tell you, it was his own damn fault he got killed. Couldn't have done a thing about it. He provoked the fella, he did. Taking on someone so much bigger and stronger than him? What the hell was he thinking? People need to know their place in the world. They crave it. Gotta know when to say when. Get me? If they don't back down when they see the other guy can slice them in two, then what the hell do they expect is gonna happen? A new face, I see. Welcome. My name is Sandra. I'm a troubadour, come to compose songs about this rich and fascinating land. These lonely ruins inspire such grand thoughts, such profound poetry. It's as if they call to my heart. Please, won't you listen to my song before you go? As birds trill their timeless songs and flowers stand in bloom, the Khan named Kublai lays the base of his 1,000-year-old tomb. Brick on brick, never beaten to further his fancy anew. Heaven made real, an earthly Eden, hereafter called Xanadu. Hey, aren't you a knight? So young. Back when I was a spring chicken myself, I was a pretty big adventurer too, you know? Let me tell you something, youngin'. The hardest thing in this world, is figuring out what's right for yourself. Finding your own lot in life or something. So don't you have a goal of yourself in some bar like this old man, okay? Or in the field. Make a name for yourself. Be remembered, not dismembered. Well now, if it ain't our knight in shining armor. How's the room? No problems? Word is you two came here looking for information. Information on Castle Strange Rock. Guess it's on account of the ruins, but we get all kinds around here. Hunters, troubadours, you name it. If you want my advice, start with them. They're your best bet. There really doesn't seem to be a save. Let's see, we've got an equipment shop up here. Strange Rock? Yeah, I see Strange Rock all the time. Hard to miss it in my line of work. Ain't got nothing to say about it, though. I've seen it, sure, but I don't know nothing special. Shows up on misty days like this when it does. You often hear a bell chime before it appears, too, but try and get close and it vanishes. Everybody around here knows all that, though. Might be more to learn if you dig for it. There are lots of ruins on this here island. Lots of history to go with them. Heck, they even found some new ruins right here in town the other day. Hey, mister, did you hear the news? They actually found ruins in town. I thought I'd sneak in and have a look around, but right at a chance they went and locked them up. It's so unfair. Can't believe they did that. I was gonna find the Dragon Slayer, too. Pleased to meet you. My name's Patty. Are you here? New here, mister? Did you come to Harlech on that boat? Bet you're here so you can find Castle Strange Rock, right? I want to find it, too. Hello, knight. Aren't you a fine specimen? We're traveling entertainers here in Harlech on tour. You're welcome to watch us dance as long as you'd like. We're entertainers from another land. I guess you could even say we're exotic dancers since we've come from afar. This isn't our first time in Harlech, though. We've toured here several years ago as well. Things seem different from what I remember. The air feels stormy, perhaps, or troubled. I guess the war lingers on in spirit, even though it's ended. The lakes of Lindale are widely regarded as hubs of peace and tranquility in these chaotic times, though to feel such unease here is troubling. Oh, I also have 20 gold and 0 keys. So you've come to look for the castle, have you? Just give up, I say. It's nothing more than a trick of the eye. Look for what's not there and all you've got is time wasted. Damn freight lift's busted. Can't do any work till it's fixed. Oh! Oh, that's a cave. Eaglet Mountain outside. And with that, the spiritual ceremony is complete. The card's guardian now rests safely within the child's body. Oh, my sweet one, isn't that wonderful? Lady Lies, thank you so very much. It is of no consequence. I merely wish the child to grow up healthy in both mind and body. A newborn comes into this world lacking the guiding lantern of a guardian. A guardian? It's just like a baptism thing? You who wear the trappings of a knight. What business have you with the Spirit Sanctum? Searching for clues about Castle Strange Rock, you say? My sincerest apologies, but there's been an incident in the ruin to the north, and no one may venture there until the investigation is concluded. Your search will have to wait, I'm afraid. Allocate bonus points? Oh! Stat point distribution. Okay. When you've leveled up, you can allocate the bonus points that you've earned to your attributes at the Spirit Sanctum. Press the plus and minus buttons to allocate the points, and then click accept after you're done. You can always reassign your points until you've reached the next level. That's interesting. Level down. If you regress your abilities any further, your consciousness will fade away, Sir Knight. I believe leveling down any further would be unwise. Why would you level down, I wonder? Within these walls is where we conduct baptisms, or spiritual ceremonies. Please speak with Lady Lies if you wish to allocate your bonus points or level down. Receiving a guardian from the Spirit Sanctum is a custom that people have followed since this land was settled. What are guardians, you ask? Well, they're kind of like spirits, which protect each and every one of us. Of course, Lady Lies and I both have guardians. So, GFs? Ah, a newcomer to our fair town. Welcome to Harlech. You just came in on that boat, right? This island is amazing. The breeze coming off the lake feels great on the skin, doesn't it? This isn't a very big town, but I think you'll find it has all the comforts of home. I hope very much that you enjoy your stay here. Been about, 10 years or so since that strange rock started showing itself on the lake. At first, it was just a hazy shadow hanging over the water, and people got to saying it was a ghost ship. It only became clear it's a castle about 2 or 3 years ago. People started hearing bells around then, too. So it's been slowly appearing. Interesting. It's locked. Let's check the equipment shop. Fancy that, a knight. Truly a rare sight in this day and age. Your face. I swear I've seen it somewhere before. Ah well, no matter. I'm Lazarus, a mercenary by trade. Well, I probably need not tell a knight, in order to equip weapons and armor, you'll need to have the appropriate amount of stamina. Beautiful plate or a handsome sword are wonderful to own, but you'll look a fool if you haven't the aptitude to bear them. If there's something you've forgotten, I'll gladly refresh your training by reviewing a wide range of tactics. You can raise or lower your attributes at the Spirit Sanctum. If I were you, the first thing I'd do is check the shop and see which weapon I wanted, so that I knew what stats I needed. That way, when visiting the Spirit Sanctum, I'd know which attributes to adjust. Learn about combat. Skills. Each weapon has a special battle technique contained within it, and anyone wielding that weapon can make use of it at will. This technique is known as a skill. In order to use the skill associated with your currently equipped weapon, you need to open the menu and attach the skills icon to your hotbar at the top of the screen. Be mindful that you can only attach up to 4 skills or magic spells at any given time, and do be careful as you'll lose the ability to use a weapon skill as soon as you unequip that weapon. However, as you continue fighting with each weapon, you'll build up a proficiency with it, and once this reaches a certain level, you'll be able to internalize its skill. Oh, so if you use a weapon enough, you can permanently learn its skill. That's cool. Magic. In order to cast magic spells, you'll first need to learn the necessary incantations from a spell book. Select the spell book in your inventory and use it, and you'll remember the magic it imparts forevermore. Spellbooks can be found hidden away in dungeon areas, though I hear Spence over at the Curio Shop also has a modest selection of them available to customers. As for how to cast these spells, well, they work just like active skills. Unique SP meter and all. Attach a spell to your hotbar and use it by right-clicking the enemy or pressing the appropriate button on the gamepad. And headgear. Headgear is a bit of a special case as armor goes. It doesn't just grant you defensive power, sometimes it has a unique effect as well. The right headgear can give you resistance to fire or protect you from enemy attacks that might otherwise steal your magic away. Okay, so headgear is accessories. Dragon Slayer, you say? Rumor says it rests deep within Castle Strange Rock. If such a sword did truly exist, then I'd most assuredly wish to acquire it. It fetches a pretty sum from an aristocrat, after all. Well now, welcome. What do we have here? You supposed to be a knight or something? Night hunt might be over, but I still wouldn't recommend walking around in that getup, lest some loyalists snitch you out and you get thrown in jail. That ain't just some costume, though. You're the real deal, ain't ya? North Seas, if I'm not mistaken. You gotta be damn near the last of your kind out there. One of Furnival's men, no? Poor bastard got publicly executed, I hear. You and the rest of you helped so much in the Leyland's early days, and what thanks do you get? All your honor, property, and land is taken, and your leaders killed. Makes me sick thinking about it. Marquis Furnival was a good, honest man. The North Seas used to be the best. Well, you ain't got a thing to worry about with me. I won't tell anyone who you are. Don't think no one else here would turn you in either. Still, you'd best find yourself a new job, and as far away from knighthood as you can. Soldier, mercenary, take whatever you can and never look back. Examine wares. All sorts of equipment can be purchased at the weapon shop. At the top of the shop menu, you'll see tabs designating various categories. Simply click the type of gear you'd like to browse. You may also sell unwanted items here. Click on the item in your own inventory. So he sells the dagger, the cleaver, which requires 9 strength, 6 int, 7 resist, 6 con. A kitchen knife designed for cutting meat makes a formidable weapon as well. With the insight skill. A mace with the sneak attack skill? Okay. Gladius with knockback. Zweihander with intercept. Buckler, small shield. Round shield. A robe. Cloth jerkin. Leather armor. Padded armor. And ringmail. Wow. The robe is an upgrade for me. Let's see here. Silence, fire resist, ice resist, lightning resist. So you sell the basic elemental resistances and a silence resist. Alright. Seems like we're hearing about a whole lot of nothing. This is a shrine built to the Guardians, fashioned by man in reverence to those who watch over us. I pray here to ask that this child be granted divine protection. You can find shrines like this all over the island, and just by touching them, all your wounds will be healed. After much ordeal, I was finally blessed with a child, so I must make every effort to raise her well. Oh, it's a save point. Okay. I like how it says I've played 5 minutes when the video has been going for 30. A man was killed here yesterday, murdered, just north of the Clover Ruins, and not by monsters, but by his own kind. He was a tourist visiting the island. Everyone's still shook up about it. Ain't no leads on who did it. No one's going in or out of town right now. Not until the investigation's complete. Not until I get the okay. And last but not least, the curio shop. So while I was out exploring the ruins the other day, I got my hands on this odd sort of card. It has an unusual design emblazoned on it, like some old spirit or deity. A card, you say? May I see it? Just as I thought. It's a guardian card. Sealed within it is the power of one of Harlech's many ancient spirits. Oh, sounds like I may have stumbled on something good. So, pray tell, what are these guardians? Gods, angels, spirits, watchers, take your pick. We have a tradition surrounding these guardians here in the Lindale Lakes region. When a baby is born, it's taken to the spirit sanctum to be baptized and infused with the power of a guardian. Huh, okay. And what purpose does that serve exactly? Well, they say that a person's abilities and disposition are decided upon by the star of destiny at the very moment of birth. Physical stamina, magical proficiency, personal fortune, and weapon mastery alike are all determined largely by the heavens. Of course, anyone can learn those things through practice and growth, but it's impossible to deny that inherent talents exist and vary from person to person. So we borrow the mystic power of guardians to help compensate for our shortcomings, or augment our natural faculties, you could say. Interesting. Seems I've learned something today. Something potentially advantageous, I might add. Probably not as advantageous as you'd like it to be, I'm afraid. See, a guardian's bond lasts a lifetime, and it's not something you can trade up. Once it's in, it's in. Only one. And it ain't coming out. That's why new mothers get all in a tizzy when it comes time to pick out a guardian for their baby. I see. So this guardian card I've got is only useful for newborns and mothers to be, huh? Doesn't sound like quite the find I was hoping for. Nope. Don't expect you'll get much money for it. There's only one lady with a newborn here in Harlech, and she's already made her decision. Sorry to disappoint. Do we have a guardian? We weren't born here, that I know of. Ain't seen you around these parts before. You a tourist? Or a treasure hunter maybe, come to dig up the ruin? Either way, you're out of luck, I reckon. Town's closed up tight right now. Nobody's getting in or out on account of the murder. Seems some fellow got himself killed in the Clover Ruins out past the North Gate. Just happened, too. Guess you'd best make the most of it and amuse yourself here in town till the whole thing blows over. The girl at the counter sure has been coming here an awful lot lately. She's in and out of the ruins all day, every day. I have to wonder what she does in there. So there's a guardian sealed in this card, huh? If only I could use its power myself. Sure would make my job a lot easier. Well, now if it ain't a knight. Don't see many of your kind anymore. Here to explore the ruins? It may interest you to know that there's a brand new set of them right here in town, discovered by yours truly just the other day. Started digging the foundation for a new storehouse when suddenly the ground gave way and there they were. Needless to say, it was quite the surprise. I mean, I knew there were a lot of ruins on Harlech Island, but it's pretty absurd to discover new ones right under the town. Pretty crazy, huh? We were afraid the kids might get in, so the area's all locked up at the moment, but the priestess at the Spirit Sanctum's got the key if you're interested. The ruins are on the east side of town, and the Spirit Sanctum's opposite them on the west side. Tell Lady Lease that Spence sent you. So, health potions, keys, and spell books. Browse the shelves, click the category tabs, sell unwanted items. So, small, medium, and large heal potions, antidotes, panaceas, and a black onyx. Oh, that's a warp back to town. Okay. And the spells you sell are Needle, Fire, Ice, and Thunder. I was really hoping that the basic heal spell would be available. And a basic key. Yeah, we've got 20 gold. I can only imagine that having a skeleton key would be handy. You wish to enter the back alley ruin? Why would you desire to do that? So it was Spence. That man was quite troublesome at times. Very well then. May I enter, but be warned. Monsters have made their home inside. Please be sure you're well equipped before setting foot in the ruin. Allow me to give you the key to access the area. Yes, give you the back alley ruin key. Knights such as yourself have gone off seeking Castle Strangerock and never come back. As you proceed within the ruins, you may chance upon those who didn't return. Do be careful. I don't suppose there's a dragon's crown system where you can return bones. Alright, next time on Let's Play Xanadu next, I guess we're heading into the back alley ruins. See you guys then.